Hello and welcome to Hare Investigations. I'm your host, Anna Rucco. Possible pawns in the Strangeman's game. Is the Strangeman working alone? In the ongoing research by Hare Investigations into the Strangeman, some interesting facts about other people began to surface. During certain events, unique people started showing up. People you see only once, people in places they normally are not in, or even people that have the knowledge they couldn't possibly know. It would make sense that someone of the Strangeman's particular position would have spies or pawns at play in his workings. Let's take a look at a few possible pawns. Jimmy Brooks. Arthur Morgan encounters Jimmy Brooks in Valentine, where he recognizes Morgan as having been in Blackwater with the Vanderlyn gang during the botched ferry robbery. I covered Jimmy Brooks in a previous video and how his fate seems to be tied to Arthur Morgan's decisions. A poem in the Strangeman's cabin seems to suggest that Jimmy is one of the Strangeman's pawns. Helping a guy rob his friend random mission in Valentine. During the random mission in Valentine, the usual hotel clerk is replaced with this lady. The only other time you see her is when you're taking a bath. So during a mission where you have the choice at the end, a unique character is present. Is she working for the Strangeman by keeping tabs on Arthur or John? Herbert Moon. Herbert Moon is the owner of the general store in the town of Armadillo in Kaloa Springs, New Austin. He had a brother named Francis Moon who died on May 23, 1897, and is buried in Cootes Chapel Cemetery, with his tombstone saying he always took a joke too far. Herbert also has a daughter named Herbetta, whom he disowned after she married a Jewish man named Isaac Solomons and dedicated herself to helping the poor instead of selling groceries. Herbert Moon was miraculously the only armadillo survivor of the New Austin cholera outbreak of 1907. He's implied to have some sort of connection with the Strangeman, as the Strangeman's shack has allusions to the outbreak and armadillo, and Herbert himself keeps the Strangeman's portrait hung in his store. If he's shot in the head in Red Dead Redemption 2, he returns alive later with half of his head bandaged and proclaiming, "As long as America lives, I live." A stranger in New Austin around Hennigan's Stead alludes to the Strangeman. He states how a man wearing a black suit and big top hat, whom he believes to be the Grim Reaper, haunts and curses the town of Armadillo, being the reason for the cholera epidemic. Did the Strangeman send him to tell you more about the epidemic, or who he may be? These are just a few that we've come across so far. I'm sure there are more people that are in service to the Strangeman and his plans. One major one will be covered in a video at a later date. But there is also a spy for the Strangeman in online mode. He is always watching you, always close by, has information about things going on even though he never goes anywhere. Strangeman's secret spy. So who is this mysterious secret spy that sees all and is immortal? He is always lurking around, watching and involved in everything you do, the mysterious person that has knowledge about everything and constantly gives you details about the past. Well, it is none other than the very man that keeps your camp in order, Cripps. What have you been telling him, Cripps? What have you been telling him? Come on, I'll beat it out of you. What have you been telling him?